Today we are going to be making homemade freckled chocolate ice cream. Jim has been experimenting with making different ice creams for like a year or two, and they've all turned out pretty delicious so far. So I'm pretty excited to try some out today.
So most of the ice cream that I have made comes out of this cookbook, which I highly recommend. This is the Salt and Straw Ice Cream Cookbook. Some really fun, really unique recipes in there. And on top of that, the author goes out of his way to make sure that everything is really easy to understand and explains a lot of the why behind why you're doing stuff. So the first step is going to be, we're going to make a base for the ice cream. And that's going to be used as kind of like the foundation, the base.
It's going to be used as the base.
Yeah. It'll be used as the base for the ice cream. If you get the book, once you make the base, you can actually use it for any of the ice creams listed in the book.
Now, have you found, like, how precise do you have to be with ice cream? Have you had any, like, major fails?
I have not, actually. One of the other reasons I like this book is he purposely builds fail-safes into the recipes so that he accounts for, like, stuff stuck on the side of the jar, for lack of a better term. Cool. Ice cream's generally pretty forgiving. The biggest issue is that you need to prepare everything in advance. It is not something that can be done day of. Step one, we are going to combine sugar, dry milk, and then this is kind of the secret ingredient. This is xanthan gum. Xanthan gum is what gives professional ice cream that kind of smooth, creamy texture, and just a tiny little bit of this elevates homemade ice cream into making it feel like you bought it at a shop. It really is absolutely fantastic. We need about a 1/4 teaspoon of the xanthan gum, right there. 2 tablespoons of the dry milk powder, and then we need a 1/2 cup of sugar. Most of these are kind of specialized ingredients that you might not have around the house, but once you buy them, they will last forever.
Yeah, this is like a huge bag.
I do not anticipate ever getting to the bottom of this xanthan gum using it a 1/4 teaspoon at a time.
Making ice cream, you're gonna be
1/4 teaspoon at a time? It'll take forever. All right, once you get that all mixed up, we can put that to the side, and now we are going to move on to the corn syrup. We need 2 tablespoons of light corn syrup. You don't necessarily need to be super precise with that.
Okay, so milk.
1 1/3. No, there's Canadian units on that side.
Canadian.
1 1/3 cups of milk.
The USA here.
I need that in freedom divisions, ingredients, sizes, volumes. So we add that to the corn syrup, and then we whisk it.
Mix that baby up.
Once we get that in there, we should be good to add this as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Medium to low?
Medium to low heat, yes. Okay. You'll want to stir it frequently. You're trying to heat it up right now and get the sugar to fully dissolve. Okay. That shouldn't take more than a few minutes. Doesn't need to be precise. You don't want it to simmer is the important thing. If you simmer, it's been too much.
You ruined it?
It scorches the milk.
Okay.
I don't know if that ruins it. I don't know what that means.
It sounds like it would ruin it.
It's what the book says.
Okay.
And then you can kind of see how it's grainy. That's the milk. That's the sugar. We want all that to go away. All right, we might have to call it there. About 1 pint of heavy cream just goes in here. Now we're gonna whisk that together. Once that's been thoroughly mixed, transfer it to any kind of airtight freezer-proof container. I use a jar.
Oh my gosh, gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Okay, lid?
Lid. So as any airtight container will work, you don't have to freeze it, but before you use it to make ice cream, it has to be completely chilled. You cannot use it if it's even slightly warm or even room temperature. So generally, freeze it. It'll keep for a couple of months. Fortunately, we thought of this, and I made some in advance.
And just like that, we have chilled
ice cream base.
Ice cream base.
Okay. A 1/4 cup of water, please.
1/4 cup of water coming right up.
Now, the recipe, we have never made this particular one before. The recipe specifies flaky sea salt. I don't know why, because it looks like all we're going to be doing with it is dissolving it in water. Oh. But thus far, I trust this gentleman. 1 1/4 teaspoons. Yep, just dump it on in. And just a little more salt. And then 2 tablespoons of the sugar. Do you want to measure that out?
Yeah, I would love to.
I don't want to. Oh. We'll count that as 1/2 tablespoon.
Maybe don't let me do
And this introduces another principle of cooking that I like, which is the phrase, "That's probably fine." Because that's probably fine.
It's perfect.
And that is probably fine.
That's probably
This is cooking. This isn't a pastry.
Yeah, this is more similar to cooking than baking.
I would say this is more similar than cooking and baking. Like I said, the recipe book itself gives a lot of like, we need that on.
Room for mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a good chopper?
No, not at all. My knife work is garbage.
Good, me too.
I've seen your charcuterie spreads. That is incorrect.
I'm good at cutting cheese.
What is chocolate if not the cheese of the candy
3
world?
3.5 ounces, so this is 7 ounces, so we
need approximately 5 ounces. Honestly, we can cut them both up and use however much we need.
Wait, did you do the taste test?
I have not done the taste test.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
That's probably fine. Oh, that is really good. That is dark. That's going to be good.
So I thought I'd try something a little darker. I do like dark chocolate. Plus, it makes it healthy, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. And if we can get about a half cup.
We definitely went with like a simple.
This is one of the simpler ones in here. We don't have to make any.
We're not going crazy.
Don't have to make any syrups or candies or.
But who knows? Maybe
almond brittle.
As we get better, we'll try like more complicated recipes.
I really want to make a black pudding ice cream, which involves a not insignificant quantity of frozen pig's blood, but according to some of my friends, that is gross. So
where do you even get pig's blood?
Supposedly you can get it at like Asian or Spanish markets. You can also order it online.
Okay, well, maybe we'll try it. I don't know.
As soon as I can source some pig's blood.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So we got our chocolate ready.
We are waiting for this to heat up. Once it kind of does, we're going to go ahead and throw this amount of chocolate in there and melt it up. That's it. Okay.
So this is all part of making the actual chocolate ice cream,
yes.
right?
So this we are going to be adding to the base once we start to, once it's ready to churn. Okay. And then this stuff will be used to make a little sauce, like a sort of darker, more concentrated sauce that we'll sprinkle in as it's churning. We need to heat this up till it is steaming but not boiling, which seems optimistic because it's boiling but not steaming. Then we remove it from the heat, stir in the chocolate, until the chocolate is fully melted. It is now room temperature, so what we're going to do now is we are going to add the ice cream base, which I helpfully put in the fridge. This is still a little, like, you can see there's still some flecks of unmelted chocolate, but we are going, we are going to be mixing that up with an immersion blender. Is that the lowest setting?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
That is intense.
That is way stronger than the one that I've got. I mean, it doesn't look smooth because there's shit tons of bubbles in it now. All right, well, that does appear to be approximately smooth. All right, so that means it is ready to finally go into the ice cream bowl. The ice cream bowl has been in the freezer. They require a bit of special care. It's full with this coolant shit. Once it's fully frozen, then and only then can we add this. Additionally, you are supposed to add it while it's moving. That'll take about 15 to 20 minutes. What you're aiming for, that's not a precise science as far as it, you want it to be about the consistency of soft serve. In the meantime, we have to make the sauce. We need an inch or so of water. The hotter the better, because we're going to be simmering it. You could be generous with the water. This isn't going to be added. This is just for the double steam.
Oh, this is a double.
Yeah.
Oh, we're double boiling.
We're double boiling it.
Double boiling.
So we can get it here, and we need to just get that on a light simmer.
Okay.
We are going to take this and set it in the top of it.
Okay.
That's how we're going to melt. I'll get the vegetable oil. If you get one third cup.
Of chocolate?
A generous scoop, 1/3 cup of chocolate.
Okay.
And then we need a teaspoon of vegetable oil. Yeah, no, I knew that was going to happen, and I did it anyway.
Does this go in here now?
And that goes in there. Well, I mean, it can.
Okay.
Not going to hurt nothing.
Okay.
We're just waiting for the water.
Just a little extra.
Worst case scenario, we end up with more chocolate.
So we have extra chocolate.
Yeah.
So might as well use it.
Go grab a paper towel, because some jackass spilled a bunch of vegetable oil.
Oh, we're boiling.
Okay, let's lower the heat there to a light simmer. Now, ideally, this shouldn't explode the glass. They have a whole section that is literally just Halloween flavors. This one has bugs in it, and tequila. If that's what you're speed.
If you're gonna eat bugs,
you might as well get plaster. But yeah, no, it's got dark chocolate covered crickets and toffee brittle assorted bugs. And then this is the one that I want to make. It is a dark chocolate blood pudding ice cream. They have an entire section that
sweet potato
is
casserole.
Thanksgiving themed. I have made the sweet potato casserole. It is friggin' fantastic.
Wait, you made that for Thanksgiving last year, right?
Yeah, totally. You've had some.
Yeah, that was good.
I'm just going to check this real quick. Oh, we might be there. Wow. Okay. Daddy likes. That's really good.
That's really good. Like, I'm glad we went with the darker chocolate because it's still so sweet.
It gives this, the sugar in the background's doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
Where's the, okay. The idea is that it is going to freeze quickly, make these little ribbons of chocolate that'll get stirred in and get stuck on top of the thing. I feel like we're losing a lot of chocolate there, so I'm gonna, oh, good Lord.
You got this.
Oh, God. Oh, there it is. You see how it's kind of like breaking them up? So they're all hardening, mostly mixed up there. Yeah, we may have overchurned this. This might be a little too thick, but it is still going to be chocolate ice cream with extra chocolate in it.
Yeah.
So that's probably fine. So we've got these little cardboard ice cream dishes. I get them off Amazon. Ain't nothing gonna hurt it. And then we just need to clean all the crevices and crannies off this. How is it?
It's like the perfect balance of like sweet. It's not too sweet. That dark chocolate is so good. Yeah, that's delicious.
It really is. And once it congeals or hardens or thickens, whatever you do after you cook it overnight, it really will. It'll have the consistency of store-bought ice cream.
You pack it away, put on a little parchment paper to help with
We
freezer
put
burn.
parchment paper on the top, touching the ice cream, so that helps with freezer burn. Scooch it on there.
Put on the lid.
Put on the lid, and there you go. You have a lovely little pint of...
And then you ideally want to freeze it for at least...
Ideally, so
hours.
at least 6.
At least 6 hours.
At least 6, ideally 24, like overnight. Okay. It's not precise. What's going to happen is that currently you can see it's soft serve ice cream. You can eat it right now and you'll still have a good time. You're getting all of the flavors and stuff like that. But if you let it thicken up, then you're going to get kind of proper ice cream.
Okay.
As it were.
Absolutely stunning. We made ice cream.
We have made ice cream.
That was fun.
It was, wasn't it?
We definitely need to try some of the crazier combos.
Oh, absolutely. Like eventually my goal is I do want to try pretty much everything in this book, with the possible exception of the one that involves cauliflower, because I hate cauliflower.
Cool.
Fuck me, that's good.
It's really good.
That is really good. It's almost...
Let me show the camera a little.
It is almost buttery.
Oh, that is so pretty.
Fucking hell. Okay, I need to put that down.
Or do you need to eat more? All right, well, I think we should officially make this a series.
Okay.
So we're going to have more of these videos
I got the job.
coming, so make sure that you like this and subscribe so you can have some delicious bug ice cream in the future.
And highly recommend the Salt and Straw Cookbook, or if you live around Portland or go to Disneyland, California, to stop by the Salt and Straw stores. They are absolutely amazing ice cream. Bye.
Bye.